Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Right now, we're gonna be going for a short ride. I'm gonna be going to West Gate. I'm gonna go and get something so y'all can follow along. Now, to make this video less boring, let's talk about something. So the topic for today is, you wanna get a bike license, or you want to get a bike but your parents don't allow, they don't give you the permission to do so. I feel like this is a good topic to start off the channel. I only ever uploaded one video, didn't really talk much there, but I feel moving forward I do want to do more of these discussion videos. My long-term plan for the channel is to have a more engaging community. So yeah, the past few days it has been raining and then sunny and then rain again. It's very unpredictable weather the past few days. It could be raining for like 1 minute and then it goes sunny, so sometimes I don't really know if I should even be wearing my raincoat. It's that bad. So what should you do if you want to get a bike but your parents don't allow? I think that's a very good question. A topic that I discuss a lot with some of my friends that aren't able to ride, mainly because their parents don't give their blessings and whatnot. Now, first of all, you got to remember that riding is dangerous, so it is not your parents' fault for not allowing you to do so. Maybe sometimes they don't trust you, or if we are thinking it in a larger picture, they just don't trust other road users to be maybe as safe as you. You never know. Now, make no mistake that riding is a very dangerous activity, even if you're using it for just purely transport. I have been riding for more or less 5 years. I think it's already more than 5 years at this point. I ride both for fun and to go to work, so I do get a glimpse of both worlds. Now, when it comes to riding to work, you have to remember that you're riding every single day. You're always putting yourself at risk on the road. You can be the safest rider out there. You can be the safest guy who wears gear top to toe, full face helmet, Alpine Stars R10, whatever it is, the most protected guy. But things like a small rock on the road, hit that rock at a high speed, you're gone. You're gonna fly. You're gonna fly or you're gonna drop, one of them. And if we are talking about road users, you can just be going in a straight line just like this. A car comes up beside you, doesn't check their blind spot, makes a lane change, and then you're gone. It's very simple to be taken down as a biker. Now, firstly, for those of you who don't care, no point watching this video. I would say you can just go out right now, get your bike license and take out a bike, because it's really easy to apply. All you have to do is be 18 years old, have some money in your bank, and then go ahead, start doing your lessons. For the main bulk of you watching this video, it would be for those of you who actually are going through this issue where you want to get a bike but your parents don't allow. So first things first, I believe that at this point of time, when you're already intending to get your bike license, you guys are adults. The fact that you can go and take your bike license, you guys are adults to me. This is my view, this is my video, so this is my view, okay? I saw that kid looking. I felt so cool, not gonna lie. I do have a large portion of my followers and my viewers who are not from Singapore, and I am aware that driving outside is way more cheaper, but for Singaporeans in Singapore, buying a car is very expensive. So usually what we resort to is buying a bike. So yeah, try to reason out with your parents that, you know, riding a bike is so much more cheaper, it's more cost effective. Of course, don't tell them that and then take out a Hayabusa, what, 1300cc, you have to pump your petrol every few days. No, don't do that. Don't break your trust. Explain to them nicely, show to them that you do have self-control, you have the discipline to keep up to your words. If they are really concerned more of your safety, try to tell them that you try to wear safety gear, right? You can always wear riding jackets, your riding gloves, you know, a safe full face helmet as opposed to those open face helmets. And finally, let's talk about cost, finance. Some parents don't want their child to get a bike too young, because there's so many cases of people borrowing money just to buy bikes, cases of people taking out a loan and then not being able to pay them off, even though if it's as low as $100 to $200. there are cases where people won't pay their bike loans off, and then it resorts to a court case and whatnot. Some parents are more particular about that. So if you know you have bad financial control, then don't do it, of course. Bikes are not a need, I feel. Public transport in Singapore, I mean, if you're a Singaporean watching this, I would say public transport in Singapore is honestly so good for its standard. But you know, as a rider now, if you ask me to take public transport, I can't be bothered to wait. If nothing works out, then I mean, you have a thumb, so you can go suck thumb, and you just got to wait until you're independent. I mean, unless you want to join the group of people that don't care, then I guess you can do that. Okay, I reached, and we're going to continue this topic after we are done. After I'm done, because I'm not bringing you guys in. I'm not that comfortable yet to be bringing my video camera into a store. So yeah, I'll be back and we can continue this topic after. We're outside now. I actually wanted to set up the camera inside, but another rider needed a spot to park. So I didn't waste time. I just got out first. So back to the topic. Where was I? We're going to be talking about the cost, because we just talked about the finance part. We're going to be talking about the cost of owning a motorcycle. We're going to talk about the cost of the safety equipment, whatever gear that comes into my mind. Okay, keep in mind the videos that I make here are based off solely whatever I'm thinking at the moment. There's no script, there is nothing for me to refer to here. So whatever I can think of, I will say. If I do miss out any costs to factor in, just let me know, I guess. Because we are in Singapore, we're going to be talking about prices in terms of Singapore dollars, okay? So we're going to be starting from top to bottom in terms of gear. We're going to start with gear first and then followed by the bike itself. Because without gear, you can't ride a bike, okay? Okay, so first things first, helmet. I really don't recommend cheaping out on your helmets, because these are what protects you, right? They are the reason why your head won't crack in the case where you do fall down. So don't cheap out on them. I would say if you really do want to go with an open face, invest a few $100s into that open face. The trend in Singapore and Malaysia is buying those half face helmets. Not open face, like literally the helmet is in half and you can see the hair and all coming out. I really don't understand the reason for it. I don't find it cool, I don't find it nice. But I guess it is a subjective matter, but I would say minimally go with open face helmets, because I do understand that in Singapore it is very hot. Full face is really not what everyone would prefer. Although you are compromising a little bit on your safety, I would say, like I said, it is the minimum that you should be using. Anything less than that, just remember that you have a family at home. You have people that are looking for you to come home. If not home, then I mean you have friends that would like to meet you some other day, so please don't compromise on your safety too much. But like I said, yes, Singapore weather very, very hot. I mean, there's a reason why I am not wearing my riding jacket right now. The weather and humidity the past few days has been really, really bad. So yeah, for open face helmets, you're looking typically at about $100 to $200 for a decent built open face helmets. For the most affordable helmet brands, I would say is definitely KYT. By far, it is always going to be KYT here in Singapore. Very, very cheap, yet very quality products. I even own a KYT helmet at home, an open face helmet for my scooter. That's usually for when I'm going out to the market. You know, whenever I want to buy something, but I don't really want to wear my full face because it's such a short distance. We're talking like less than 5 minutes. And yes, I know you can argue that I can always walk, but I need that storage space to carry back whatever grocery that I need to carry back, you know. Okay, but the video, we're not talking about that in this video. So yeah, open face, expect to spend $100 to $200. If you're talking about full face, I would say spend about $300 to $400 if you're paying full price. Okay, you don't have to pay full price. There's always sales going on. You can even get a K3, if I'm not wrong, for less than $200. You can even get a TT course for $200. A KYT TT course. Very, very cheap yet very quality built helmets. I would say go for them. Do your own research. Always go down to the shop to test out the gear first before buying it online. Usually online is cheaper, but if it's your first time buying different branded gears, always go down and test them out first. You would rather waste an hour of your life going down and testing it out rather than wasting $200 again just to buy another helmet just because you don't like the first one that you bought. As for riding jackets, riding pants, I only ever use a riding jacket, and for my riding jacket, to get a very, very good quality riding jacket, oh man, there's no way to cheap out on this. I have tried to find some really nice riding jackets, but like I said, this is very, very subjective. The one that I really love would be Alpine Stars. A bit on the pricier side, but if I really wanted to, I know I said I don't wear riding jackets in Singapore the past few days. If I really wanted to, I can wear the Alpine Stars jacket that I have and still get away with it and feel, you know, I would feel uncomfortable, but it would still be bearable as compared to wearing a thicker jacket that's not made for Asia weather. As for riding pants, I don't really wear them. I think they're way too overpriced, and I love my Levi's comfortable jeans. I love wearing my cargo pants, I love wearing my Levi's, so I never really go with riding pants. But if you do want to go with them, go ahead, nothing wrong. I just find them way too pricey and they don't look good. So I don't know, I just don't like them. Now as for gloves, you can get some really quality gloves with RS Tai Chi. These gloves that I have, $59.90 or $49.90, I believe. Very, very cheap, but very comfortable. I love these gloves. Feels way better than any other gloves that I bought. I've bought gloves that cost $150, $100, and I still feel these $59 gloves feel the absolute best. It feels like I can do anything in this. And the best part about it is you can use your phone with it. You don't necessarily have to take out your gloves just to, you know, just to use your phone. Now as for bikes, if you're balling, you don't really need to care about this part. If you intend to get your first hand motorcycle, you're expected to spend about minimally, I feel, $12,000, because we have this thing called COE, right? I'm not going to dive into what COE is because we're already nearing our destination. But yeah, first hand motorcycles, expect to spend about $12,000. And then if you're looking to get second bikes, you can get them for less than $3,000, I feel. $2,000 to $3,000. But of course you can't be picky with the condition of it. But yeah, I'm gonna cut this video short. I'm already reaching home. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys. If you guys want a more detailed video on the cost breakdown, do let me know. And I'll try my best to do some research before making the video and give you guys a more detailed explanation. But yeah, bye.